Okay, is this thing broken or do I just have the wrong thing plugged in?
What for?
My controller.
Oh, yeah, that would be helpful.
Yep, I have the wrong thing plugged in. Don't know what this... Yeah, am I still... Okay, I'm still recording. Good. Okay. Howdy, y'all! Welcome back to Crash Bandicoot and the Crash Bandicoot N-Sane Trilogy. Joe's here, and we're going to give this another try.
See how it works out.
Slippery climb.
What stops this game from labeling all the levels as slippery?
A lack of slippery surfaces.
Maybe the surfaces, but not the control.
It's already going better than it was before. I spoke too soon.
I was worried about that one.
We have 4 lives to go.
Whew. Yeah, this is gonna have to be perfect. Kind of unbelievable. Still have time. Awesome. Yeah.
Got everything down but the stairs.
I get it. Wanting to time that out. Whew. Nope. It's just a wait. Still waiting.
Ah! I was jumping the gun.
Kind of annoying how it's you have to set the timing, and it's so easy to ruin it.
And if I don't get to that top step,
You'll never get to the end. Yeah.
Ah!
We'll say that is not supposed to be the hard part.
No shit.
Perfect.
Not now, Dell.
Oh, for fuck's sake, game! Why? If you allow somebody to hit it and survive, would you put it so low that you can't jump to the next thing?
That went so much better than last time we tried this level, but we...
It kind of blows my mind. And it's honestly... I get it. At some point, if you have to keep the lives lower, or else... There's less challenge to it, right?
What the-
Same reason. But that being said, there is zero balance between the lives that you get to start something like this off and the length of a level in which you have no way whatsoever to figure out what is supposed to happen when without dying. Let's face it. Was there not spikes there? How? I don't even know.
I slipped through them. Thong. Okay. Fuck you, game. Fuck you.
I know, the fact that you essentially just slip through all the platforms that are supposed to be solid. Again, slippery climb.
Yep, it's because it's raining.
It's just an excuse to make the game poorly, my opinion.
Are you... Haha! You sneaky bitch! I managed to beat you! I give up on that attempt.
Don't blame you at all.
As always, jump the gun. What even was that?
Yeah, again, everything just kicked you off. Don't ask me why. Take advantage.
Gotta love invincibility frames. Made it to the first checkpoint without losing a life. So I think I'm getting slightly the hang of this. Don't want to give myself too much credit.
Eventually it's gonna click.
Ah, fucked you, game. Nope, you... Okay, you do not do the fucking-ing.
Tell who's boss. Oh, Lord.
It told me who's
You can't
boss.
tell who's boss from down there.
No, I can't. I'm sorry, game. I'm sorry I said I fucked you. Oh wait, not time yet. I need to wait for the bird and the platform to be in sync. That wasn't it. No, 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 no. No. Haha. I didn't even lose Aku.
Oh.
Not this turn, next one.
Yep, not this. That.
By the
I
time
don't
I get to
understand. But I'll let you. This will go. What's going on with the timing?
Oh. I'm missing something.
I'll be honest, I can't hardly tell. This is so weird. No! Not this one. The next one. You absolutely have to skip more than that. How can you skip more than that? Not this one.
How did I do it before?
That's what I mean. I don't honestly know. It kind of baffles my mind. Because it doesn't seem like anything's different, but...
Other than not having Aku. There we go.
What?
I don't know.
What's the difference?
I want half a second, I guess. Hit me! Oh, the spikes.
Just the edge.
Just
Tell
the
you
tip.
what,
Just
glad
the little
you can
tip.
use this checkpoint.
At least it didn't kill me.
Oh my fucking god! Thank you. No, you just had to die. It wouldn't have been worth it.
Okay.
I hate this as much as you do.
The reason why I'm stopped here for the moment, I've had something in my eye.
It's probably a tear. I understand.
At least I finally got to kill that scientist.
This is, I will say, considering that you have not done this in weeks, I am blown away. I cannot. There's no way that you would have been able to know exactly how those were supposed to shake out. That was not your fault.
I've definitely got it. I've definitely got this down now. I can get all the way back up there. So no point in stopping immediately. Get out of my eye hair. My mistake. I get to the first checkpoint and then I get lazy. I feel it this time.
I know it's completely unrelated, but that is why you have multiple Apus and have opportunities to keep doing this. In a completely unrelated note, as you are working through this, I honestly was like kind of pissed at myself after we finished kindergarten. I don't know if you guys, anybody watching this, will have seen kindergarten first or after. Feel free to. Oh my gosh.
You were saying?
Super careful. Well, I couldn't hardly figure out my complaint in the time that we had to wrap that game up and we started getting into all the bonus stuff. But I finally found somebody that agrees with me. Oh, I'm so sorry. In that the game truly can be both too short and too long. Too short in the sense that I know this is completely unrelated to Crash Bandicoot, bite me. But that every playthrough is just doesn't have as much like background content as I would hope for in something like that. But the game is tedious in the sense that you have to keep doing those over and over again. So it's just very short bursts, but over and over and over and over. And I don't like that. Here's the thing. It's kind of like an odd counterpoint to Crash Bandicoot in that I kind of wish that we had played the first kindergarten, because I feel like with the way that that was set up, the promise was it's a shorter game for less money, literally like 3 times as less money. Oh, fuck you, game. I don't know how you ended up on the... What the fuck is wrong with this game where that jump can't happen? That is just shit programming. That should be a fucking cakewalk. That's not the challenge. You get stuck on that shit because the game is horrifying. Sorry, that's just... I'm in this too now. That makes no sense. Anyway, hard to jump back to Crash. But anyway, I kind of wish I had played first kindergarten, if only because I think that was set up better for how the game operated. And Kindergarten 2 is probably a much more extended version of a game that really had no reason to be longer than the original.
And it also had a better setup for a Monstermon and stuff.
So it's
I mean,
not
2
as if
has
I
a better.
think the concept is bad. I just think that it's not done particularly well. And part of that's just going to come down to the fact that the guy who makes this doesn't make many games. He just kind of... I guarantee you this guy has been able to make 3 games on the backs of YouTube creators. Which, I wouldn't blame him. That is free money. But it is not necessarily a sign that your game is... And again, I think that's the reason that any of this fucking sells. Because
I still want to go. I still want to do the 3rd game next year because I want to hear Regis come out your mouth in the same instance as Florence, basically.
In that case, I'm.
Oh.
I'll wait. I'll give you a little bit.
Okay, now you can say it.
I'm okay doing it, but I worry that the game is going to be so much longer with even less payoff. Not that that's the end of the world necessarily, but the Kindergarten games do tend to, in my mind at least, drag. If only because it is literally just this you're doing. It is. It's hard to advertise like, hey, this is the same day over and over again. And you go, great. That feels cheap and lazy. And it can be done really well. But I just want the game to be... If we're going to look through everybody and figure out what's going on, it'd be nice to have the plot happen more and not get bogged down by the fact that it's like, oh no, now you have to do it again. I don't want to do it again. I just want the game to happen. Jeez. Anyway, less frustrated now. Had to vocalize that. I know, in a completely separate circumstance that nobody's going to be able to put together, but that's their own fault.
And now for the completely easy scientist.
I know. You just don't want to wander into him and let him kill you by virtue of his incredibly blinding coat. Or,
Golly, fuckaroony!
There's also something to be said about, I am just generally hesitant, and I tend to recede and take away credit in circumstances which sometimes is a bit backwards, where games are popular for kind of arbitrary reasons. YouTube creators being one of them. And that doesn't mean that those games are bad. It just means that there is a...
Plum!
I know! The platforms are so fucking chunky, and you can't... Your margin of error... Yes, that speeds up as you try to get closer to it. This game is the perfect counterpoint to a game where... It's an odd counterpoint to a game that I just feel is like arbitrarily inflated in terms of its worth. Kindergarten is that for me. It's odd because if I go to the reviews, it kind of... It gives me a really weird perception because obviously the reviews are overwhelmingly positive on Steam. I can't take that away from the game. But here's the weird thing. Oh, that is... You did not touch that! You didn't! You go back into your dark closet and fuck yourself. Anyway, the problem being is that you can get these kind of like cult responses when you attach a game to a certain person. and this was a lot more prevalent back in the day when creators were, particularly for video games, a lot more prevalent on a more regular basis and a lot more influential in this stuff. So it's like, if you hate this game, then that means you hate Jacksepticeye? It's like, no! I just don't always think that what he plays is going to be phenomenal. Is that okay? And it isn't! That's just so fucked up. There's so many completely bullshit positive responses there are. And how I know this? Because the only reviews that are rated positively, and I say positively in the sense they're rated as helpful, are the negative ones. There's not a single positive review that has more than like 10 likes for being helpful. Because they aren't, and everyone knows it. It's literally just junk. It's the equivalent of a subreddit, just echoing itself. And that's terrifying. I just wish that didn't exist, because then it just ruins the whole system. It's effectively going on Amazon and creating 70 accounts and rating your own product. And it happens because it's easy.
So I have to ask,
your product should not be supported. I'm sorry, but you're breaking the system.
So I have to ask, since you seem to bitch about a lot of games that I suggest, what would be an example of a good game that I've gotten you to play with me?
2 Point Hospital is one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. I love 2 Point Hospital. It is honestly potentially in the top 10. It is. I don't even realize it until we get into it, because it's just, you think it is so formulaic, right? It's one of those things that it does take a certain type of person. I will admit that. It is not for everybody. It is a lot of hard work. And it is quite repetitive. And yet, I feel so accomplished in being able to work with you together to make these hospitals run. Because it feels like everything is supposed to happen in a certain way. It's like, if anything goes wrong, it is your fault. Like, the game is just perfectly attuned. And it is perfectly aligned. And that, given the circumstances and given the right moves, you can succeed. And you know why you are succeeding, because you understand what is happening in the game. And on top of that, it doesn't take itself too seriously. But at least on the surface, but it is just so impressive. Truly one of the, not, like I said, probably the best simulation game I've ever seen in my life. And one of the best games, period. Love it. And of course, there's a reason creators don't play it, because at some point, you get to, oh, well, it's this again. And it is. I know, when I say something is repetitive, I guess it's a very specific way of talking about it, where
I hate this
that
part.
timing was just, the stairs only come out for maybe like half a second, and they're closed for 3.
Here's the thing. My idea is that Crash is gonna moonwalk down it like he does the others, but then I forget when he's facing towards it, he goes down a lot faster, and the platform's not going to be there when he's moving faster. I just need to remember to wait for the stairs.
What I think it comes down to is, if you happen to find a game, you know what? I want to make sure it's the top of the list. There are so many ways to just get so backwards these days in terms of how games are found and how games are appreciated, that, I'll be honest, like I said, I automatically rate negatively anything that is found by somebody making a video about it. Because I feel like that, it's not
You had a pretty good time when we were playing Food Truck Simulator.
I was okay with Food Truck Simulator, but that game is
benign.
Yeah, it's only okay. It was only okay.
Well, at least we had a fun time together with it.
Yes.
Because I like food. I like games where you make food. Life! I got a life! Okay, we're at least halfway through the level because I have 2 nitrous brios.
Just walk down it. You can't say I didn't warn you.
I didn't see it. It blended into the background. But you did warn me. The instinct was there to jump, and these goddamn developers knew it. Everyone always has the instinct of jump down the fucking stairs.
Another reason why this game is, again, at some point, I don't know, it takes away the challenge, but it's just as easy to say fuck this game and move on than it is to complete it at this point. Particularly if the game is going to set itself up to just add bullshit traps.
I will not let Cortex win because of bullshit game mechanics. I will not let that yellow bastard win. Not even for that. He kicked me out of the building earlier anyway. I'm just climbing the building now. I know I can beat this level now. I've mastered my way up this far, and even further past the scientist. I can do this, Joe.
I can tell.
I've
never been more optimistic about your chances.
I said this in Half-Life 2, and I'll say it again. I'm good at platforming, Joe. You remember I said that during the sandpit scene, you know, with the antlions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we found out that if you get on the stairs, you cannot get off the stairs.
Gotta say though, why the fuck did that particular set of spikes just stop existing?
I don't know. I guess I jumped off it. Now for the incredibly easy scientist.
No, I'll give you... Makes total sense why you can say that, since he has never killed you once.
Okay, that was bullshit.
Okay, rack him up.
One more. One more attempt.
Fucking go.
This is the last attempt for today. Otherwise, I do it myself off camera. Well, I mean on camera for the game, off camera for me.
You know what's another game that I kind of sit here and go, we should get back to that.
YouTuber Simulator.
YouTuber's Life.
Yeah, YouTuber Life.
That game should be a miserable train wreck. But you know what? It's actually, that's one that works so poorly and is just so absurd in its operating structure that it's awesome. I like that 5 times as much as Food Truck Simulator, and here's why.
We get to make
Food
our
Truck
own
Simulator
everything.
takes itself too seriously and essentially has one mechanic that is only okay. YouTuber's Life may not actually like work as well, and that's okay because
And also doesn't make as much sense.
It's silly. Exactly. It's almost as if you can tell somebody from a foreign country is trying to learn English or something.
Did you know I got a sequel?
Yes, you told me that before.
I'm pretty sure I have it.
Kind of blows my mind.
I'm pretty sure I have the sequel.
I would actually be interested in finishing YouTuber's Life again because it just it's a better parody of kind of the world we live in than say Food Truck Simulator, which is just, again, it doesn't have anything to say. And I don't even think YouTuber's Life has anything to say, but I can at least interpret from it, and I like what I can interpret from it. Whereas Food Truck Simulator is just, yeah, I guess I won't do this with my life. Boring. He was almost there to being so bad to be good. Instead, it was just kind of like somewhat bad and thus bad. I don't make the rules, I just follow them.
You do kind of make the rules because you're the one who critiques these things.
That's true, and I don't necessarily know what the rules are, but I know them when I see them.
Well, we can finish YouTuber's Life, but I would like to at least start Schedule 1 before we do. Because I've been itching...
I'm okay with that.
I have been itching to play that game.
I will give to you that I think Schedule 1 just sounds like it works better. Like a better sweet spot of a game that...
And also, it absolutely does not take itself seriously. Like, not just the art style, but some of the names, some of the randomized names for weed. Like, earlier today, I was watching N-Sane play it with Patrick Static, JPW03, and Wade Lord Minion 777, and one of the weeds that they ended up making was, or what, maybe it was meth. Anyway, they made Slimy Dick, and it was just called that. They didn't name it that themselves. The game named it Slimy Dick. But of course, you can actually name any of the drugs whatever you want, and I have some names. Chibbity buck! At least I've got a checkpoint. And also, I think that was the first time...
We have a lot of leeway still left.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I've lost a life this attempt. And I've got 2 Akus for this, so... At least I think I have 2. I'm just gonna assume I have 1 hit. I'm more careful when I assume I only have 1 hit. I can't get another life out of this because I've already gotten it once. So now all it is a nitrous brio.
Yep. Well, it was with the extra thing. It is what it is. Shit.
And the nitrous brio level does act as a mini checkpoint, kind of. Even though I'm gonna suck at it, because I'm not even probably gonna bother with the nitrous brio. I'm just gonna step on it so that I have a checkpoint. Assuming I have any lives left when I get there. By the way, I would like to play that game that you came up with again sometime with me and Anthony.
What is that?
That one that you made on PowerPoint that one time? Checkpoint, finally!
Oh, yes! I do have a backup to that. And some other, please. Thank you.
Yeah, take that, old men. And I got an Aku Aku mask.
That's a checkpoint.
Yes, it is. Okay, we got the bonus.
What do you have to do here? Cry.
That's okay, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I know. This is a beautiful place, just kind of... whatever. I so wish that you could... honestly, that looked like its own nightmare. Ah, of course.
Okay. I have to wait till I'm level with the bird. Criminy!
There it is. As if... okay, the cue came really long ago. But, guess what? I would argue that constitutes a... I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to figure that out unless I have already played this multiple times. That is... I hope something that has been beaten out of every game moving forward. Not because... video games are too fucking expensive to have parts where you just have to repeat it because the game forces you to.
I will tell you that the newest Crash Bandicoot 4, is 10 times easier than this. And yes, I played it.
I know. And everybody else would agree with that because this game was just made wrong.
What have we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
It's right there.
What do we got? 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 What do we got?
Hi there, MJFK from Clone High, and I am telling you to subscribe to the Geeky Skunk Gamer and his friends, Geo Joe 2000 and Luigi Fan 891.